get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going.
Starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Mahomes now on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The 42-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Mahomes looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
It's Kelce on the ground. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of first. Points 1, 2, and 3. Their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to it. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10-0 to score after 1. 2nd quarter now for Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably...
Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. He's got room at the 30. Mahomes finding his tight end, Kelsey, for a big one. 48 yards. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And now here come the Ravens. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. Too past him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Down inside the 35 to the 34. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. One more time with Dobbins. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On first down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down, Mahomes. A dump down to McKenna. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard. Well, no sooner did the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Play action. Now Jackson out to his left. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. 40 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie things up to 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And again, it's Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker. Defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz. He's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 16, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
That's into the hands of Prochet. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice time.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the of how much yardage. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's in for
one extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets. Back now in Baltimore.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to get the lead up to 4. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up the 4th down.
They'll try and run for him. They juked him. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Mahomes now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for. And that is caught. for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations. And
now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 27-24, a minute 38 to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Jackson. That is caught, Bateman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jackson. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? What do you...
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul.